All right, thank you guys. The Kia Tigers take on the KT Wiz in a 5:30 a.m. Eastern first pitch. The Tigers are the $1.50 favorite. Totals 9.5 juice to the over. And if you like the Wiz in an upset, they're plus 105 on the money line and minus 160 catching the run and a half. Now, I went a perfect 4-0 my premium sports picks yesterday on patreon.com/BrockPage. And of course, that's a website where I sell sports pick subscriptions beginning at just $1.99 through the end of the month. I'm also 4-1 in my last 5 Underdog tier package plays on that website as well. Good for 80% during that span. Link for that website is in the description section below. And once again, that is patreon.com/BrockPage. The Wiz dropped 2 out of their last 3, including a 4-1 loss to this very Kia squad. They also lost 9-7 to the LG Twins during that stretch as well. Their 2-4 record in their last 6 is good for just 33% during that short span. They're also in 7th place in the 10-team KBO with a win percentage of just .421. They're taking on a Tigers team who won 3 out of their last 5 themselves, including a 4-1 victory over this very Wiz team during that span. They also beat SK Wyverns 8-3 during that stretch as well. And their 6-2 record in their last 8 is good for 75% during those contests. They're also just 2.5 games back of the LG Twins for 2nd place in the league. Now, total-wise, Kia's last 3 straight stayed under the total of 9.5 runs. 6 out of their last 7 also stayed under that total. Meanwhile, the Wiz on the other side of things saw 3 out of their last 4 stay under the 9.5. Give me the Kia Tigers minus 150 and the under 9.5 in that contest. And before we go ahead and move on, just want to take another quick timeout and welcome you to the show. Got some lines and personal leads out for Thursday's KBO baseball action. But before we dive into some more of that, just have to quickly remind you once again that I went 4-0 yesterday in my premium picks on patreon.com/BrockPage. And once again, that's a website where I sell really great sports picks subscriptions beginning at just $1.99 through the end of the month. There's also a bunch of different memberships, tiers, and packages that you can subscribe to. One of those packages is called the Daily Best Play Tier Membership. It's only $1.99 through the end of the month. You'll get 1 sports pick every single day if you sign up for it. And I'm hitting at 8-4 in my last dozen picks in that category. So I strongly recommend you consider using the website for sports picks. They're my personal plays, games that I personally have action on. And once again, that is patreon.com/BrockPage. And with that said, let's go ahead and dive into some more free content right here on YouTube. And we're going to take a look at the Kiwoom Heroes taking on the NC Dinos in a 5:30 a.m. Eastern first pitch. The Dinos are the $1.80 favorite with the total at 11 flat. Kiwoom's catching $1.25 on the money line, and they're laying $1.55 catching the 1.5. The Heroes just gave up double digits to this very Dinos team in their last outing. Kiwoom's also currently on a 3-game losing streak, including a 2-zip shutout to the Lotte Giants, the struggling Lotte Giants. The Heroes' 2-5 record in their last 7 is good for just 29% during that stretch. Kiwoom's also averaging just 1.6 runs per contest in their last 3. The 6th place Heroes find themselves in the bottom half of the standings in this 10-team KBO. They're taking on a Dinos team who's currently on a 4-game winning streak, putting up double-digit totals in 2 out of those contests. They're also 12-2 straight up in their last 14, coming fresh off a sweep of the Hanwha Eagles. The Dinos' 16-3 record on the season is good for a very impressive win percentage of .842. Needless to say, the Dinos are currently in first place in the Korean baseball organization. Now, scoring-wise, 3 out of the Dinos' last 5 stayed under the total of 11 runs. 5 out of their last 8 also stayed under that number. Meanwhile, 2 out of Kiwoom's last 3 on the other side stayed under that total themselves. So with all that in mind, give me the NC Dinos minus 1.5 and the under 11 in that contest. Next game, LG Twins taking on the Hanwha Eagles, 5:30 a.m. Eastern start time. The Twins are the $1.80 favorite, totals 8 runs. And if you like Hanwha in an upset, they're plus $1.35 for a win and minus 140, keeping it close. Now, scoring-wise, 2 out of Hanwha's last 3 got over the total of 8 runs. 6 out of their last 9 also got over that number. Meanwhile, on the LG side of things, 2 out of their last 3 got over 8 runs themselves. Matter of fact, just 3 out of their last 8 stayed under that number. So this might not be a bad spot for an overplay here. But if you want to, kind of know and find out who I think's going to get the job done in this game, you got to sign up for my daily best play on patreon.com/rockpage. I got a big play on the sides in this one. So if you want to find out if I'm playing the money line or the run line in this contest here, and you want to find out who I'm siding with, please feel free to go ahead and check out my daily best play on patreon.com/rockpage. All right, next game, it is going to be the SK Wyverns squaring off against the Doosan Bears in a 5:30 a.m. Eastern first pitch. The Bears are the $2.20 favorite, totals at 11.5, juice to the over. And if you like Wyverns winning this one outright, they're plus $1.50 on the money line. They're also laying $1.25, catching the 1.5 on the run line. Now, this Wyverns team, they've lost their last 2 straight. No surprise there. Both losses coming to this very Doosan team. They're also just 2-15 in their last 17 games. So needless to say, this Wyvern squad is currently in last place in the 10-team KBO with a win percentage of just 158. The Bears on the other side have won 4 out of their last 5, with Doosan scoring double-digit runs in 2 of those victories. The Bears are just 1 game behind the LG Twins for second place in the league. And when it comes to the scoring in this matchup here, Doosan's last 2 straight stayed under the total of 11.5 runs. Meanwhile, on the Wyvern side of things, 4 out of their last 5 stayed under that number themselves. So with all that said and done, give me the Doosan Bears minus 1.5 and the under 11.5 in that game. All right, next and final matchup for the show, it is going to be Samsung Lions versus the Lotte Giants, 5:30 a.m. Eastern first pitch. The Giants are the $1.80 favorite, totals 10.5 flat. And if you like Samsung getting the job done in this spot here, they're plus $1.25 on the money line and minus 165 on the run line. Now, Samsung's coming fresh off an 11-1 double-digit dismantling of this very Lotte squad. The Lions have also won 2 out of their last 3, scoring 24 total runs in the process of those victories. The Giants on the other side lost 2 out of their last 4, which both of those losses saw the Giants giving up double-digit runs. They've also been victorious in just 3 out of their last 9. Now, Lotte's really struggled offensively as well, averaging just 2.5 runs per contest in their last 8 games. Oddly enough, though, the Giants saw 3 out of their last 5 get over the total of 10.5 runs, so really struggling defensively. Meanwhile, on the other side, 4 out of Samsung's last 5 got over that number themselves. Give me the Samsung Lions plus 1.5 and the over 10.5 in that contest. All right, let's go ahead and dive into some shout-outs. Once again, brought to you by patreon.com/BrockPage. And from our Patreon platform, shout out to Jay Williams, Kyle Moran, Bill McMahon, Jose Lopez, Dwayne McNeil, Brandon Saunders, and Aaron Bell. Next, from our Instagram platform, shout out goes to Roy Rich, Joseph Robert, the fantasy football counselor. You guys probably know him. He's certified on Instagram. But anyway, Joseph Robert, the fantasy football counselor. Shout out to Camille Kurzemek and Tyler Mark. Kanai Kush, sounds delicious. Bubba Jonesy, Boston Celtics, and Boss Duck. And finally, from our YouTube platform, shout out to Corey Zay, 91, Get a King, WK Reviews, Demetrius Milonis, Bo Dunn, Van the Man 96, Stephen Lewis, Ralph Portuando, and last but certainly not least, got to give a shout out to my man, David Chan. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. Once again, don't forget to check me out on Patreon. But most importantly, guys, I got to thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. I really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. And with that said, happy Wednesday or Thursday to you, depending on when you're watching this. Actually, what day is today? Wednesday.
It's Wednesday.
Today's Wednesday. So happy Wednesday or Thursday to you, depending on when you're watching this. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage.